It's still early days. I think everyone would like Sales Navigator and our sales solutions business to replicate the success and growth trajectory of Recruiter. And our talent solutions business is now well north of $2 billion. So it's a hard act to follow, but we've got a great team in place, and I think we're off to a strong start.
Now, given that LinkedIn is becoming more of a mature company, do you think you have the right people in place, or do you need to hire some more enterprise, sales-focused people who can take the business to the next level?
I definitely think we have the right team in place. And, it's really a portfolio of products at this point. We've got high growth products, we've got durable growth products, and we're going to continue to invest in those high growth opportunities. In the areas of more durable growth, we're going to be focused on ROI and margin expansion. And I think we have exactly the right team in place to make both of those things possible.
And Jeff, given your global exposure, how would you describe the macro environment? We've seen, other big tech companies take a hit, for example, due to currency issues. What are you seeing?
Yeah, we haven't seen any material impact to the business. As a matter of fact, after the first quarter, or going into the first quarter, I should say, we had talked a little bit about some challenges in EMEA and Asia Pacific, and in Q1 we actually saw strength in EMEA across all of our business lines. So I'm not sure that's as much a statement about the macro as it is our execution, but didn't really see any material impact based on macroeconomic forces.
Now, you guys saw a record number of job seekers on LinkedIn, up 50%. You're talking about an important growth strategy there and adding new things to what you actually see on LinkedIn. Will we see things like job salary data? Tell us more about that strategy.
Yeah, so we're much more focused today on the active job seeker use case on LinkedIn. Historically, it was largely about passive candidates, enabling recruiters to target potential prospects that weren't actively looking for work. And that was made possible by virtue of the engagement and the fact people were updating their profiles when they weren't explicitly looking for jobs. Over time, we've become increasingly focused on rounding out the offering to also include active job seekers, people who are explicitly doing job searches. We overhauled the desktop experience. We launched a new job seeker app. We've been driving more and more traffic from our flagship mobile application into that job seeker app based on the context. When we know you're actively seeking a job, we can create a better experience for you. And as a result, it's become one of the fastest sources of engagement across our entire platform. So going forward, we're going to continue to invest in providing more job liquidity, more job comprehensiveness. Today, we're at about 6.5 million jobs. A couple of years ago, we were at 350,000 jobs. And we've got far more number of jobs in our index. So it's just a matter of time before we bring those online as well. We're going to improve the relevancy of our jobs matching capability. And then to your point, over time, we'd like to introduce new insights and new data. And salary could certainly be an example of that.
Now, given how complex LinkedIn's business is, and yet there is no natural competitor, how do you keep yourself competitive when there are startups that you may never have heard of trying to attack you from the bottom?
So we maintain a sense of urgency first and foremost with regard to our mission. We're a very purpose-driven company, and every member of our team wants to accomplish our mission to connect the world's professionals to make them more productive and successful, and also believes in our vision, which is to create economic opportunity for every member of the global workforce. That matters more than ever today in a world that's becoming increasingly divided through socioeconomic stratification, where we see a growing skills gap, where youth employment in certain countries hovers around 50%. So that provides us a great deal of urgency, and we want to continue to execute to make that possible.